Yo, what is up, my people? It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. As you guys know, man, it's Monday today. I'm chilling. I named this live stream Monday Chillin because that's what we're up to, man. Just here on a Monday chilling. I had a few time on my hands, so I'm gonna go live real quick, see what's up with you guys. As a matter of fact, I was actually, you guys could tell from the thumbnail, I was watching. I'm always rewatching this documentary, the Never Sleep Again documentary, the making of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. Like I said, I mentioned this before. If you guys have not seen it, definitely go check it out, man. It's on YouTube right now. Personally, one of my favorite horror documentaries of all time. You guys know what's up, man. Definitely am a big fan of documentary movies, style movies and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend the Never Sleep Again documentary, man. The making of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. But definitely, man, just to start it off, hope you guys are doing good, having a dope, productive Monday. Um, yeah, like I said, I had a few time on my hands, so I was like, why not? Let's hop on here, see what's up. Brandon loves the movies. What's up, my guy? Hope you're doing pretty good, man. Hope you're having a dope Monday. Just here chilling, man. I was gonna try to go live during the weekend, but definitely got a little busy, man. Ben Armstrong, what's up? Just here, man, chilling, relaxing on this Monday afternoon. Uh, yeah, like I said, watching the documentary. Speaking about Nightmare on Elm Street, I know. I believe this is a new release because I saw it like on my Instagram. If you guys have not followed me on my Instagram, go follow me right now, man, at Killer Zone Myers. Uh, but yeah, I seen some people, man. They were actually posting that they just got like this. I believe it's Robert Englund's. It's his, like, I think it's a documentary movie about his life story in Hollywood and stuff like that. Don't really recall the exact title, but I believe it's a new release. I know Walmart just released a steelbook from what I seen, so that's pretty dope. Definitely gonna add that to my bucket list when I go to my cart when I go to Walmart. Uh, but yeah, man, Joseph the horror guy, what's up, my guy? What's up, dude? Glad you made it on here, man. Hope you're doing pretty good. Grim, likewise, same with you, man. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, saying what's up. Just here chilling, man, relaxing. Like I said, nothing much going on. Just here killing time with you guys, man. Definitely had to check in with you guys, see how you guys are doing. You don't have TikTok. Joseph, I don't have TikTok. I was thinking, I know some people have actually brought it to my attention. I never use TikTok. And like I said, a lot of people were telling me you should definitely do one. And it's definitely, you could say, a bigger reach, since TikTok nowadays is like the new the new Instagram, pretty much. Definitely a big social media platform. So yeah, definitely, man. I think I'm gonna add that to my bucket list for sure, man. I know, like I said, a few people have brought it to my attention, so I think I might do it. And when I do, you guys will be the first one to know, man. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's kind of a different way to come out with content. I just read, like, last week when I did the Exorcist movie poster video, I actually uploaded my first short, man. I know shorts came on YouTube. I think it was after TikTok became kind of a thing, in the same style of TikTok videos, the shorts. So yeah, I uploaded my first short, man. I was like, let's try this out. I know a lot of people have been doing it. A lot of people are really they're like, it's kind of more, you could say, part of the ordinary routine, you could say, when it comes to like the little YouTube shorts. So yeah, definitely gonna try to crank out more videos like that too, man. So for sure, you enjoying summer? Definitely trying to enjoy the summer, man. I know it's definitely hot, this California heat. Uh, when I definitely try my best to stay indoors when I can. But yeah, man, I'm definitely still outside, still trying to be productive. Like I said, I just had a few time on my hands today. This morning got a little workout done. Had the day off, so yeah, man. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to go out before the summer's over. Definitely, for example, like go to the beach or somewhere around those lines, man. I just like to enjoy, the scenery. Uh, but yeah, I mean, hope you guys are enjoying the summer as well, man. I know it's definitely hot. My personal opinion, summer is not. You guys already know. Summer is not my favorite season of the year, and it's never been. Honestly, you guys already know, man. What's my favorite season of the year? But yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. So, what is everybody's plan for tonight, and how was everyone's weekend? The weekend was pretty good, man. Like I said, I was gonna try to go live, uh, but I just definitely couldn't. I, I was quite busy. Spending time with family and stuff like that. But plans for tonight, like I said, I think I'm gonna stay indoor. I think I'm gonna stay inside for the rest of the day, man. The rest of the afternoon. Definitely gonna try to I'm gonna try to watch some films. Like I said, there's a few movies, a few series that a few franchises that I'm definitely gonna try to rank and review. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of different stuff. I know I haven't my weekly live stream about horror movies I watched this week. I kind of stopped doing that because I don't know. I just felt like there would go some weeks where I don't really watch, like a few days where I don't watch movies. So I didn't really have much to show you guys. But either way, I mean, I'm still going live at least once a week. But yeah, as of lately, I've been rewatching a lot of series, a lot of movies, to kind of do like a ranking video. But yeah, man, definitely, yeah, definitely gonna chill for the rest of the day, man. Trying to, you know, stay inside. It's kind of still early. Yeah, it's barely 4 p.m. here in my side of town, but it's nearly Halloween, man. Yes, yes, you're correct, Ben Armstrong. I believe today is 99 days until Halloween. Yeah, so yeah, we're definitely 100 days away. It goes like that. It goes like this, man. Definitely, it goes like this. To me, once the summer's over, it's like Halloween season. That's how I feel the vibe out here. But what's the next custom test going to be? Infinity Dragon? That's a great question, man, because I've actually am working on a few, like I said. But the one that'll probably be dropping next is probably a Ghostface one. So definitely stay tuned for that. I know Ghostface. I've done a Ghostface costume test in the past. Uh, you can say it's more of a simple. Like I said, I'm working on a. I kind of like to put myself to the challenge a little bit more to the test. Like for example, I'm working on a part four cosplay, Friday the 13th, part four. And I think it makes it more challenging because you got different pieces to buy. With the Ghostface costume, it's just a robe and a mask. But yeah, this is it's not going to be the classic Ghostface. It's going to be a different version, just pretty much a change in the mask. Uh, but yeah, definitely will be doing that. I think that's going to be my next one for sure. But there's a few, man, I'm definitely working on right now. Which is pretty cool. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to check out some of the costume tests, man. Some of the cosplays I have coming up. Porn star Jr. Man, what's up? What's up? Hope you're chilling, man. Just here chilling on a Monday. Yeah, man. Definitely this California heat. Definitely no joke, man. So yeah, what is Michael getting? Is Michael getting more into cosplay? I kind of am. I've always been kind of like a cosplayer. I have various costume tests on the channel, but I feel now I kind of want to take it more like serious. Kind of make it. You could say more movie accurate and stuff like that. Like I said, the few of the ones I'm working on right now is a few of the Jasons, man. Like I said, I kind of like to put myself, uh, you know, into like a little challenge, so it could be like a little bit more. It's more fun when you're actually making the costume, but yeah, definitely be stay tuned, man. I can't wait to come out, especially once the summer's over. Of course, after summer it's the Halloween season. It usually gets a little busy on here on the channel, you guys know. But yeah, that's like the time I kind of like to do costume tests because I could go outside, find a few spots to record the cosplay, and I feel like it's kind of impossible right now with this heat, uh, not really the best. We're not like in the best terms right now to like go outside, and be like in a costume and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely once the summer cools down, man, once we get a little bit closer to the Halloween season, we're gonna be filming, man, a lot of more costume tests. So yeah, man, can't wait. Like I said, my next one is gonna be a Ghostface costume test. And yeah, it's gonna be just. I'm definitely gonna. I already have like a good scenery for that costume test. So yeah, man, I can't wait. It's always fun, man. If you ask me, it's always fun doing the costume tests. And yeah, I have a few more plans, so definitely stay tuned. I love Saw 4. Saw 4, personally, my opinion, and funny you bring it up, Joseph, because yes, I will be doing a ranking of the Saw series real soon, man. Because not too long ago, I actually rewatched uh, the whole damn series. So yeah, it's one of those series that all over the damn place, but they're fun. They're fun. So yeah, I can't wait to rank those. I saw Barbie yesterday. Oh yeah, that was the big talk over the weekend, man. The whole Barbie movie. I actually have not seen it, but hey, yeah, if you guys seen the new Barbie movie, definitely let us know, man. Definitely will be cool or whatever. Grim, do you like classic B horror movies? Of course, man. Of course. I know that when it comes to like B movies, I know of course they're gonna be a little bit more low budget, but hey, a lot of those films could probably not be as great. But I just feel a lot of those, horror B movies are like I consider like the horror B movies like underground movies, like you could say. I wouldn't say underrated, but just like underground movies that kind of, you know not really up in the limelight like that, kind of definitely like gems you go out there and discover. But yeah, a lot of nostalgia comes with those, so that's one of the main reasons, man. I've always been into that as well. Like I said, I just want to chill, kick back, throw something chill, like nostalgic purpose. I'd rather throw one of those fun movies on, man, than like, let's say you could say a high budget, big movie, because a lot of those, I mean, pretty much a lot of horror B movies are, you could say, sometimes better, but that's just my personal opinion. But definitely, man, definitely, I personally love and collect a little bit of everything: slashers, horror films from, and Universal monster box sets. That's dope, but definitely Hammer horror from England. Also, lots of 70s exploitation. That's great, man. Yeah, it's always great, collecting different things. Definitely the Universal monsters, man. I've actually, like, growing up, I was always into the slasher films, the classic, but I never grew up like with the Universal monster movies, and I kind of wish I did, because if I actually, grew up watching those movies, I think I would have had more of a different point of view with those. But I definitely, respect them for what they are. Definitely paved the way, if you ask me, to a lot of horror films. And yes, I actually have seen most of them. Um, I think the only one really haven't seen that I'm really looking forward to see, I think it was the original Invisible Man. I know they did a remake a few years ago or something, but yeah, man, definitely Universal Monsters. I seen it, like, it's grown out. It's grown to be like a great collectible pieces, man. Even the modern day horror figure companies, like NECA, and I think even Tots, they have a lot of merchandise from those classic Universal monsters. So that's dope, man. That's dope. It's definitely, like I said, I think it definitely set the blueprint, for these slasher films and stuff like that, because of course, that was like early in I think 1930s, if I'm not mistaken, the first Frankenstein. But yeah, dude, that's great. That's definitely dope. I would love to get more into it. Like I said, I own a few of the films, But yeah, man, definitely. If you ask me, my personal, I think, as a matter of fact, I was thinking of doing a probably like a top five Universal monster movies. That would be dope, man. Yeah, that would be dope, man. Cause yeah, I have a, but yeah, I might do that. Yeah, yeah. I was actually gonna mention what's my favorite. It's kind of, I kind of have it tied between two, but yeah, I think I'm gonna save that though. I'm gonna save that for the video. But yeah, man, that's dope. A lot of also are cult classics or cult favorites. Yeah, definitely. A lot of this good stuff, man, has, throughout the years, of course, have just gained this cult following. That's why I think that's when the cult classics genre uh pops out. Because there's a lot of stuff that you could say people at the time didn't really catch on to it like that, but of course, throughout years, if your project, if your movie, if your series or whatever stands the test of time, then it's definitely, you did your job, most definitely. But I only got Rob Zombie, Halloween Mask, and Jamie Lloyd. Sorry. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, actually, Joseph, I did see it. I did see it. I think you showed it off on a live stream. Yeah, that's a pretty cool mask, man. Definitely, I can't wait for the. I know Trick or Treat Studios is dropping the new Rob Zombie masks later this year, which I can't wait to get. That's another cosplay I will be doing. Now that we have gotten new updated versions of the masks, that's definitely my bucket list, man. But just chilling too. Yeah, man, just same here, chilling. Like I said, I had some time on my hands. Wanted to see what's up with you guys. But yeah, if you guys have any plans for today, or if you guys are doing pretty much just like me, just chilling in the house, definitely let us know, man. That'll be interesting. I already tagged you on a post of horror DVD and Blu-ray at Target. Definitely, we'll check it out, man. Definitely, once I get off the live stream, we'll check it out, man, for sure. Chippy, what's up? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Glad you made it on here. It's always great, man, checking out some of you regulars. You guys already know what's up. Masks are very cool. A lot of talented artists on eBay doing rehauls. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. That's what a lot of people do. I've seen they get the Tots mask. Like I feel like you guys see the 78 Myers mask. I think this was like the most rehauled mask I think I've seen. Because yeah, it definitely could be better. Like I would love to rehaul the 78, but I really want to have the I want to be in the right state of mind, because I don't want to like rush it, mess it up, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's definitely something I would love to do. I've rehauled the mask. Uh, I think it's the Elrod Michael Myers mask. Here, I'll show it to you guys. I know Trick or Treat Studios did an Elrod mask from H2, and yeah, I remember I rehauled it a bit. I weathered it, and then I actually send it out to another. It was actually another fellow YouTuber. I'm not sure if he's still active on YouTube, but this was a few years ago. It's this one, the Elrod Myers mask. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you guys the modifications I did to it. I cut out the eye holes a little bigger, which, like I said, if I kind of should have took my time a little more on this, but yeah, I weathered it up a bit more. And then the hair, I had it rehaired, like I said, by a fellow YouTuber. And the hair, not the greatest. I mean, right now I have it like stuffed, like I have it in one of my box, so that's why it's kind of like in rough shape right now. But the hair could have been a little longer, and this was before I had my 78 mask. I had the Halloween 2 mask. Rest in peace to the mask. I mean, it still has a little life on it, as you guys can see. My very first Trick or Treat Studios mask was H2, man. This thing is all dried up. I don't know if you guys could tell the weird ass shape it's in. This thing is like, it's like rock. It feels like a rock, honestly. But yeah, it's because, like I said, it's old. It's dried out. The latex dried out, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to was definitely gonna try to rebuy the H2. I know they have like a new version coming out. But yeah, this is one of my this is the Elrod Myers mask. But yeah, man, definitely much respect. Like I said, we kind of talked about it before. A lot of, independent artists and stuff like that. Definitely, they do a good job, man, and they definitely, you could say, improve the Trick or Treat Studios mask. But yeah, man, that's dope. Definitely. Cool Freddy mask. Thanks, man. Definitely got it right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Give you guys a closer look. I love this mask. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street 1 mask. You guys saw it on the last live stream. I'm gonna try to get a new hat for it, a new fedora. A little bit more accurate to the movie. But yeah, like I said, the Nightmare Part 1, Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. That's another cosplay I would love to put together. But usually the sweater, that he uses in the first film, kind of pricey. So yeah, definitely. I would love to do that though. Most definitely. I want a Halloween Ends mask. Yeah, man, definitely recommend it. I mean, I know now you could probably get them cheaper than they were. Than how much? I think they were like $80 at Party City. If I'm not mistaken, from what I remember. Yeah, and usually when the masks come out, it's kind of like the when they charge them the most. I think now you could get it for like $60, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, it's worth it. Like I said, the Ends movie, not the greatest. But I think the Trick or Treat Studios did a good job with the mask, though. I know a lot of people were shitting on it because of the whole, white mold on the side of the mask. Here, let's check it out. I have, as a matter of fact, yes, I do have two copies. I don't know if you guys remember, I did like a comparison video of like the Trick or Treat Studios version and the retail version. This is the retail version, I think. Yeah, this is the retail version. Like I said, it also depends the copy. And don't get me wrong, I also seen a lot of people modify these masks, the Halloween Ends masks, and they definitely do a great job. I seen a lot of great modified HNs masks. But I mean, like I said, Trick or Treat Studios did a decent job. I've seen some copies that are not the greatest, some that are completely shit, and then some are not too bad. This one's not too bad, man. So yeah, this is the retail version from Party City. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I really do like this mask. A lot of people ask me, um, which mask do I like better, Halloween Ends or the Halloween Kills mask. I think I'm gonna go with this one because I feel like the Kills, of course, it has like the burn marks. Kills was another one. I think it depended your copy. Some copies were not the greatest. Uh, yeah, and I seen great rehauls of the H Kills mask as well. But I think I really do like the sculpt probably a little bit better. The mask overall, it's like more bigger than the H Kills mask. But they're still great. They're still great masks for sure. Like I said, I think they did a good job trying to do the Blumhouse Michael Myers mask. So yeah, like I said, I can't wait when they release the Rob Zombie masks, man, so I could add it to my Michael Myers collection. Definitely gonna try to, like I said, I'm always moving stuff around. Trying to get ready for like a horror collection update. Definitely gonna be moving stuff around, man, so I could like have more space to display the Rob Zombie masks. But Unstable Freak, have you seen the Nun 2 trailer? I liked the first one. Yeah, I seen the trailer. I did a trailer reaction on the Nun Part 2. Like I said, not the biggest fan. I love the concept. I think it's creepy. The whole concept of the nun worked really great in The Conjuring 2. And then they decided to do a spin-off. which I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie, man. The first Nun, but I like the character, I like the concept, and I hope, man, at least with part two, they could kind of, you know, kind of make up for it or whatever. But yeah, it worked really good with the Conjuring 2, though, if you ask me. But yeah, man, that's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely check it out when it comes out too. So yeah, man, definitely can't wait for that. Wish Halloween Ends mask was smaller. Yeah, yeah, like I was saying, yes, the H ends is a little bit more bigger than the 2018 mask and kills. But yeah, like I feel like the 2018 and the kills are a little too small. I think the 2018 is a little bit bigger than the kills. But yeah, I think the HNs definitely fits me. Probably because of my big head, it fits me a little better, man. But yeah, that's interesting. That I found that always weird, you know, when they were like, because I know at one point they were like pretty big size masks. You know, if you take a look at the H2, uh, I actually remember Trick or Treat Studios H2 mask, my very first Trick or Treat Studios mask ever. I remember when I got that as a gift back in 2012, 2013, 2014, around over that time, you know. And I remember fitting kind of big, you know. Obviously, I was like, that was 10 years ago, pretty much. It fit definitely more bigger than it does now. So, yeah, man, that's interesting. But yeah, I think I'm gonna rebuy H2, man, because yeah, that mask is, it's gone, you know. If I take it out of the stand or something, you know, it's gonna shatter, you know. So, are you going to see Insidious the Red Door? Actually, have not seen it, man. Maybe, or I'm probably just check it out when it comes out on Blu-ray or when I get the chance, or maybe you never know. Probably for the next few weeks. I'm pretty sure it's still on, right? Yeah, it only came out like a month ago. Uh, yeah, maybe if I have time, you know, definitely like have give vibes. You know, if I feel like going to the theaters, I'll probably check it out. You know. But yeah, as of right now, I have not seen it. I actually seen a few reviews on it. I guess people not really, you know, and I kind of was expecting this, you know. A lot of people like consider it just another Insidious movie, you know. But yeah, I still want to check it out though because I think this is I forget his name, Patrick. I think the main character from the Insidious movies and the Conjuring movies, Patrick something. I believe it's his director debut. So hey, definitely would like to see his angle, you know, see how it plays out. So yeah, like I said, the Insidious movies, they're fun movies. My favorite is the first one. Uh but yeah, definitely will check it out, man, when I get the chance. A lot of superhero movies just as much, you know. Yeah, definitely. I don't think it has to do with the whole budgets and everything. I just think it's the way, you know, these films are made. But yeah, obviously in some films you could definitely tell, oh, this is a low budget film, you know, this one's a high budget. But yeah, I don't think that really necessarily, because there's a lot of classics, man. Low budget classic movies that are like considered one of the best movies of all time. So yeah, at the same time, you know, it all depends. You know, how they treat the story, how they treat the product and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely agree with you, man. The definitely paid the way in a sense. I mean, I got the box set. I've grown dig 6 of them from my massive box set. Dracula 31 and Creature Rock. Oh yeah, man, definitely the original Dracula, one of my favorites. And yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of people say that too. You know, like the Universal monster movies, they don't really hold up today. Like personally, for me, when I first watched those movies, I was like, yeah, they don't really hold up. You know, but once you rewatch them the more and more you kind of grow out to love them. You grow out to respect them. I mean, like we said, definitely paved the way for the whole genre, if you ask me. But yeah, for sure, definitely agree with you, man. you know I think same thing with a lot of the fans, man. A lot of fans of those movies. Um they um they throughout so many time rewatching them throughout the years, it just grows on people. But we got Robert Englund. Like I said, I know they just released, I think it's his documentary life story. I forgot the title. Um uh I guess the steelbook just hit Walmart, which when I go to Walmart, if I go like this week, I'm gonna check it out if they have it in stock, man. I'm not sure if you guys know which one I'm talking about. It's like a steelbook that just hit Walmart, about it's, I think it's called the Nightmares of Robert Englund, something around those lines. So yeah, I guess it's Robert Englund's story, documentary style, on how it was, man, playing as Freddy, being in Hollywood. But yeah, man, definitely would check that out. The Elrod mask reminds me of the H2O a little bit. Yeah, I could see that. I know the Elrod. It was of course from Halloween 2. To me, it also had a little resemblance. Little. It was kind of like a hybrid with uh H2O, and I think the original one. That's why I ended up modifying it. But yeah, I can see your point of view though, man. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I sometimes wish I left that mask, that Elrod mask, how it was. But that was like one of my very early projects, man. Like my first time actually, you know, rehauling a mask, modifying. But yeah, man, was about to say that dragon. Yeah, I could see your point of view, man. Yeah, especially when you, I mean, like when once you like, if you've seen the Elrod mask, like how it is, like how you get it by Trick or Treat Studios. It even had like black hair. Um, so yeah, I could definitely see your point of view. A better version of H2O. Yeah, honestly, never was the biggest fan of the H2O mask. You know, because if I was, I would have had the mask. I definitely would have had the mask. If you guys noticed, I have all of them except H2O and Resurrection. I don't know. I just think the mask was really off in those movies, man. Um, and I know a lot of people trash the H5 masks. I mean, actually, I think the H5 might be the worst. But a lot of people try to trash the H4, which I could see it. It's definitely more, you could say, like goofy looking than, of course, the original classic. But heck, I prefer the H4 mask over the H2O, man. Definitely, because even though the H4 mask, it looks crappy, because that's what it was. It was meant to be a crappy mask. Myers got it from a cheap Halloween store. And I don't know. The H4 looks more creepy, if you ask me. But yeah, and like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of the H2O mask. You could see Myers' eyes. Like, I don't know. And yeah, we all know about, they literally had to use like three different masks in that movie. It's crazy. The CGI Myers mask, and then they had like the KMB one. Uh, yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's crazy. That Freddy mask looks so creepy. Yeah, man. This is actually Robert, um, getting the makeup for the first Nightmare on Elm Street. And like we mentioned, this is a great mask, man. That's one of the main reasons I've always wanted it. Like, I remember when these came out, I was really hesitant. I was really hesitant on which one to get, either Part One or the Dream Master. Obviously, I ended up getting the Dream Master mask. Um, and then I think at one point, man, they were kind of overcharging these. I'm not sure how much they go for now, but I happened to come across one, man, for about $60, average price. So I went for it, and it was definitely worth it, if you ask me, man. Of course, the uh, Dream Master mask, the Part Four mask. That's kind of like more of the ordinary looking Freddy Krueger. Like, yeah, like that one's like more and of like more of the Freddy. You know, his more common makeup. And for this one, man, the Part One look, obviously it's a way different. It's a way different paint job, way different look on Freddy, man. And I think it was always the creepiest, even in the movie. Even in the movie, man, I think this look of Freddy was always creepy. So, yeah, man, definitely dope mask. Definitely recommend it. If you guys come across this, I recommend you guys picking it up. But yeah, like I said, I would definitely love to definitely would love to own the '84 sweater, man. That would be dope. You know, the one with the red sleeves, with no stripes. That would be dope, man. I would love to do a cosplay on that. Imagine waking up from a nap and seeing that. Yeah, honestly, man, it's funny. Yeah, I know that. What's it called? I know that Hellrod mask is funny looking, man. Yeah, it's at the time it was like whatever, but yeah, of course we have gotten better masks, you know. But man, on the real, most Trick or Treat studios is fine work. Their H2O masks and Halloween 4 masks are nearly perfect and almost praises them with strange ass shit. Yeah, man, definitely. Trick or Treat Studios has the top ones. Of course, the H4. I thought the H4 was great. The H2O, like I said, I don't own them. I can't really tell you, but I've heard they're good. I've even heard like the hair is better on those. I think I could be getting that messed up with another one, but yeah. And since the H2O masks were like the early version, like the early releases of the Myers masks by Tots, you know, it's definitely great. The H6, man, the H6 is another one that they did a great job if you ask me, you know? The Halloween Kills mask fits my head than the others. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, the H kills to me, it's a little more tighter if you ask me. But yeah. Now I can see your point of view. You know, when you say you know, the H ends mask should have been smaller. Yeah. So your size is probably around, you know, the range of the H kills. But yeah, man, that's dope. So you actually own like all three, Chippy, like all three of the Halloween masks, Blumhouse Halloween masks. Ruben Day Ships, what's up, man? Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing pretty good as well, man. Um, appreciate you coming to hang out, man. Coming to say what's up. Halloween Kills is a solid mask. Yeah, definitely. It's a solid mask. It's definitely a pretty. It's good overall. It's good. Um, definitely. With a good rehaul, you know, a good rehaul, a good paint job, I think you could definitely improve it. But the paint is coming off of my Kills mask, sadly. That sucks, man. Yeah, I hate when you know, like for great example, the H2 mask that's all like rotted away, it's all like dried up. It sucks, you know, especially with the paint job, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, the H kills the way it comes, it's solid. It's not the worst, you know. Like I said, I've seen some worse ones. I feel like the main thing about the H kills mask in some of them that really threw me off was like the whole yellowness to it. Didn't really like that. I think I wish it was more like more more like on the gray side, like black, more burned looking. You know, I just feel like the yellowness to it, it kind of adds, you could say, to the fire effect. But I seen some copies, man, where I don't know, it was just off to me. But overall, it's a decent mask, you know. So I just found out that the Insidious house is in Los Angeles. Actually, did not know that, Chippy. Actually, did not know that. You're talking about like they filmed where they filmed the Insidious movie. That'll be dope, man. Definitely, yeah. If you notice, a lot of these houses are here, like in LA. You know, they're like the Halloween house is in Pasadena. Nightmare on Elm Street house from the original is in West Hollywood, I think. So hey, definitely it's pretty dope, man. Definitely add it. We'll add it to my once I actually start like visiting, because I am thinking, man, I'm thinking of visiting some of these houses, man, like the Nightmare house, Halloween house. Like I said, they're not that far. You know, it's a good 20-30 minute drive. Um, but yeah, I would love to go. That I would love to go. You know, so um, the Insidious one should be interesting too. The first video I saw was one of your old mask collection videos from like back in the day. Yeah, man, that video was really successful, man. Really, I feel a lot of people started hearing from me. You know, from my very, I think it was my very first horror mask collection video, and it's crazy, man, because at that time, you know, I only had a very few. You know, it's not like all the masks I have now, so it's crazy to look back and like, damn, those are the only masks I had. You know, but yeah, man, good times, man. That's dope. I'ma get me a Deadpool cosplay. That's dope, man. That's definitely dope. You know, cosplaying is always fun. Are you planning to be like the from the Deadpool movies, porn star, like from the I think it was the rated R Deadpool movies. You know, of course, that's the classic iconic look. But yeah, it's funny. I don't know if you guys remember. I remember like in 2009 when that Wolverine movie came out, which I think it was around the time I was never really into X-Men, you know. But I remember when the 2000, I think it was called like X-Men Origins or something. I think that was like the very first time we had Deadpool in a movie, and dude, they really they dropped the ball with that one. You know, it's whatever's. You know, I know that that movie wasn't the greatest from the whole series, but I don't know. I just think the Deadpool in that one was like he is definitely way different. Of course, not the classic red suit, but yeah, I always found that strange, man. I always found that strange. How come they never? I know I've seen a lot of people, like, you know how when you get live action horror movies, they don't usually right away go, especially with the early films. They don't go right away with the classic look. For example, they've never done until now the movie the Marvel X-Men movie. They're doing it for the first time using the actual iconic suit from the comics that everyone knows X-Men by. You know, the iconic yellow suit. A lot of people, they never done that, and you know, a lot of people been wanting to see that since the early X-Men movies. You know, and I guess a lot of people consider them. I've seen a lot of people say, a lot of these, especially like I said, back in the days, they wouldn't like look as great. Like it would be like kind of goofy, like if they were to do them like in a movie, kind of like a real live action adaptation. Like some people feel like the classic costumes don't look as great in live action, which was always strange. Like I said, I've always found it weird how a lot of these movies, a lot of these superheroes don't get their iconic look um, in like their film debut. I mean, like I said, X-Men, obviously, Spider-Man, Iron Man, all that. But yeah, man, it's weird, But another house to visit. Very true, dude. Yeah, I agree. I mean, now that you tell me, I probably will look it up and add it to, like I said, add it to my bucket list, man, to visit. Because yes, I've thought about it as of recently. I definitely want to go out there, visit different spots. Origins, Wolverine. I believe it's that one. Yeah, the 2009 one. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and it's the movie where the first Deadpool character came out. He was like in human flesh. He was bald, I think. You know, the game was bloody as hell too. Oh, that yeah, man. Oh, I will say this too. I haven't played it, but I know a lot of those, like the superhero movies, Marvel or whatever. The video game versions of the movies, they're dope. Like some I could tell you I grew up playing was like the like this, I think the Spider-Man ones, the movie games. A lot of the movie games, man, definitely I grew up with. Do you like basketball? It's probably, yeah, I like basketball. I don't play it no more like that, you know, but it's definitely it was like my favorite sport growing up. But yeah, definitely play me some basketball, man, whenever I get the chance. It's kind of hard to make a comic book suit that would look good in live action. Yeah, that was pretty much what I was trying to say, what I was trying to like, you know, make a point, because yeah, I've seen people say that it's not really like it wouldn't look as great, in real life in live action. So yeah, that explains a lot. That explains a lot, man. Because like I said, a lot of even like villains. What's a good example? Can I think of any? But definitely Deadpool and Wolverine are like the two main ones. That of course once they did the Fox, once Fox did the Deadpool movies, obviously, um, they gave him his iconic suit. But yeah, that does explain it though. Most definitely, they could come off as too cornball, cheesy, and oddly dorky looking on. Yeah, Brandon. I think that's the case. And like I said, at the time, back in the early Marvel days, early superhero days, it was always weird. I know nowadays it's like whatever. I guess technology has advanced, from then. So I guess it's more acceptable now. It's more, it's just, I haven't seen any recent superhero movies, so I can't really tell you. But from what I've heard, a lot of, recent superhero movies and stuff like that, um, not the greatest. They're cheesy or whatever. But so I think that explains a lot why people actually do that more often now. But yeah, man, definitely agree. Definitely agree, man. Imagine Wolverine in the classic comic look, in like the first X-Men movie, like in I think it was like 2001. That yeah, I could see that. Like I said, especially at that time. Nowadays it's different. Everything's different now. It's definitely more advanced. So I could see that. Rhino from SP2. Yeah, definitely, dude. That was like, I felt I was in a Transformer movie. Honestly, I do remember that, man. Like I remember because at that time, I was still kind of looking forward to, like, I think the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like the one of the last superhero movies I was looking forward to, and then once that came out, it was disappointing. I'm like, screw this, Uh but dude, I remember being when we got the news, about the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was like, damn, they're really gonna bring Rhino into the picture. Like Rhino, okay. Like I was looking forward to it, and then we get the final design. Like I said, I feel I was watching a Transformer movie, and obviously, they can't give us Rhino's iconic look in a live action movie. That would not work. That would definitely not work. Even now, I mean, if they do it, because I think I've seen like some cheesy stuff, man. Like I guess since Disney owns Marvel now, they do like more watered down versions of some heroes. It could probably work as that, but no. Yeah, like for example, Hulk. They watered his damn character down, man. I haven't seen the last film I saw with Hulk in it was Avengers 2. Uh, I think. But from what I heard after that, his character went downhill. It's more of a family friendly character now, which sucks, man. Because if you take a look at the first Hulk movie, 2003. it was cheesy. You know, you could say at that time it was kind of like, of course he got his iconic look, but it was kind of at the same time kind of weird. You know, I don't know if it was the bright green. I don't know what it was, but the 2003 movie was always a little off to me. But make it, and I think when Incredible Hulk 2008, I think that's what really, like, it was more grounded. You know, of course they made it more realistic. Um, but yeah, it's super weird, man. It's really super weird. But yeah, that era, like, even if you guys watch, which I think are great, the opening credits to the Incredible Hulk, the music, the cinematography, dude, that shit. It's like if you're watching a horror movie version of Hulk, you know? Yeah, man. That was the time when Marvel was, of course. I will say probably like once they got to Avengers, first Avengers, they kind of watered it down. Um, you know, they kind of watered the whole thing down, man. To, like I said, make it more family friendly. Um, but yeah, man, it's weird. Oh yeah, man, definitely. Those are a lot of classic games, man. I've played a few of the different, like Ultimate Spider-Man and all different kinds of games. You know, yeah, I think the Spider-Man game's always been good. You know, like I said, I haven't played a lot, but from what I remember, yeah, Wolverine always wears a lame ass tank top. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, he was more, and I don't remember. They gave him like a black or blue suit in the first few. I don't recall, but yeah, that's what I was saying, man. You know, they go, like I said, they make them more grounded than, you know, go the comic route. You know, like I said, nowadays it's more common, it's more easier to get away with it. But I think back then, not so much. You know, they kind of tried that in Batman and Robin in 19, and I don't think that will ever make costumes like that again. Yeah, you're right, Brandon. You're right. That was the 90s, right? Yeah, 97. People consider it one of the worst superhero movies of all time, which probably is, you know? And yeah, one of the most ridiculous things about that movie is the suits. You know, they definitely, like you said, they try to adapt, make it look like the classic versions, but sometimes live action, it doesn't work, you know? Yeah, that's a perfect example. Brandon. But yeah, that's dope. Mr. Free, Mr. Freeze costume. Yeah, exactly, man. Who else was in that? Two Face, right? Or was that the third one? It's been a while, but yeah, man, definitely agree with you guys. Brandon, I could see your point of view, man. Same here. I mean, obviously, I was more into the early stages, of course, growing up as a kid in the 2000s, like, you know, the first Iron Man. I consider like that era, um, like they're decent movies, you know. But now, like I said, they're just too over the top and everywhere, all over the damn place, where you don't know what the fuck no more, you know. So I could see it, I could see it, you know. But of course, they're gonna keep doing it because, like you said, it definitely brings in, it brings in a lot of money, man. These damn movies are pretty damn successful, if you ask me. So yeah, but I get your point of view though, man. Like I said, sometimes it's like I feel like they overdo it. You know, it's too over the top nowadays. They're flawed but cool movies. He's a fine director. Documentaries of his behavior. Yeah, man. Actually, I don't think I've never seen the first. I think the first three Wolverine X-Men movies. I don't think I never saw them, man. Nah, I think the only one I've seen was the one that we were talking about with Deadpool. And that movie, I don't even recall that movie like that, you know. But yeah, man, that's interesting. Hulk 2008 is always the best. Yeah, man. I don't even know. Edward Norton was great. Bruce to me. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the one I grew up loving. You know, he was like Hulk to me. You know, like it was him. So I remember being disappointed, dude, when they got a new Hulk for the Avengers, because like I said, he was the Hulk for me. For a lot of people, obviously a little older than me, you could say the 2003 is their Hulk. The 2003 version, that's like their Hulk, and you know, and I never understood the hate for the 2008 one. Like, dude, I saw that in the theaters as a kid. My head was blown, dude. Like, you literally, I literally was like, damn, like that was a great era, man. If you ask me, definitely, you know, when it comes to these superhero movies. But I agree, Chippy. I thought he was the best. You know. Custom horror pinball cabs, Dawn of the Dead, and a Scream one. Oh, dude, that's dope. Definitely a dope ass horror game room, man. Great stuff, man. That's dope. Especially the old school arcade games. You know, pinball always. You know, all that stuff brings nostalgic. Most definitely, man. That would be great, man. You know, definitely. I mean, I would love to step in. You know, in a room like that. You know. That's dope, man. That's dope. Definitely do a video, man. I'll definitely will be checking that out. You know, once you have everything straight, once you set everything into place, you know, that'll be a dope video, man. Most definitely. Spider-Man, Batman, Hulk, Wolverine, Punisher, my top five. That's a dope top five, porn star. Yeah, for me, it's most definitely Spider-Man, Batman, and Hulk. I could give you those from the top three, you know, but like I said, I'm not the biggest fan, but of course, as a kid, those were like my favorites. You know, I think a R-rated Incredible Hulk movie would be really good. I'm telling you, dude. I think it would work because the way a lot of people wonder how come they never did another solo Hulk movie. You know, because like I said, I don't think. I know it has to do with like the rights because I know Universal owns the Hulk rights, and that's the reason, you know, he's been in like, I think they're just Marvel is just borrowing they're just borrowing the character in the Avengers, you know. So I think that's one of the main reasons they haven't done another Hulk movie, you know, because Universal owns it. But if they were ever to do another Hulk movie, I don't think it will be as grounded as the 2008 one, you know. I think it'll probably be in like the same tone as he's been in the Avengers and stuff like that, which sucks. But yeah, dude, that would be dope though. Rated R. I'm telling you, if you look at the opening credits to the 2008 movie, dope. That's amazing, man. Have you seen Blade 1998? Actually, have not seen it, man. Have not seen it. There's a lot of superhero movies I have not seen, man. And I know they're doing a Blade remake right now. Superheroes and horror go together. Yeah, man. To me, the ones I would always like, I feel like have a horror potential is like Batman and Spider-Man. I feel. Yeah, and yeah, even Hulk. We were just talking about Hulk. I think that's kind of, it has potential if you ask me. If they're doing all these horror movies, Winnie the Pooh horror movie, The Grinch, I think they should definitely do that, man. You know, but I'm not sure if Marvel would you know, give the green light on that, you know, especially since they're family friendly characters. But Pornstar, I can see your point of view though, man. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. Definitely, you know. Like I said, a lot of the Spider-Man villains like Venom, Carnage, dude, I was disappointed with that freaking movie. I'm sorry, I have not seen it. I have not seen it, but I obviously I saw the fight. I saw the fight scene on YouTube. You know, once it was out, Carnage and Venom. I was disappointed, dude, because I wanted to see like a dark version of it. You know, of course, man, the Carnage character, Cletus Cassidy, which is my favorite villain of all time, probably. Dude, a horror movie like that would be the shit, you know. And like I said, since they're Marvel characters, I don't think I think they're just gonna keep it the same tone as they're doing now. It sucks, but yeah, that was one that I was like the one I was looking forward to. Like I waited my whole damn childhood for that damn movie, man. Uh, yeah, dude. Since back when they were teasing, like after Spider-Man 3 came out, oh shit, um, and we were like getting teased the Spider-Man 4, which, dude, I was I was bummed the hell out when they canceled that. And a lot of reports were saying about Carnage, being the villain. I was like, let's go. So yeah, it sucks, dude. I think the first, Sam Raimi, he should have continued it, but obviously there was issues there with the studio interfering and stuff like that. But that would have been dope, man, to see Sam Raimi's vision. I believe he had like three more films planned, if I'm not mistaken. But oh, that's dope, Brandon. Yeah, definitely would be looking forward to it, man. Definitely will. That'll be dope. Batman. You're right, Brandon. Yeah, of course. That's one of the main reasons Batman was always one of my favorites, because he is not like, it's more surreal. It's more in real life. It's not like he has superpowers like a lot of these other superheroes. So yeah, definitely that's the main standout for me, man. With the Batman character, definitely agree, man. Like I said, the Dark Knight movies, fantastic, amazing. I'm like I said, I miss that era. I miss that era of superhero movies, because it was the great time. You know, for me, like I said, there was probably early. Like I feel the first main successful superhero movie, and I could be wrong, because we had Batman 1989, classic film. Jack Nicholson, classic, love that film. Uh, but for me, of course, being growing up in the 2000s, for me the main shit was like the Spider-Man movies. To me, that was like when I was like, yeah, for sure. So that's my era, definitely, man. Like I said, from the first Spider-Man to Spider-Man 2, because obviously when it came out I was still kind of young, but obviously from the early uh SP trilogy to like Avengers 2. That's my era. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I remember watching the second Avengers, going to the theaters on that one, being disappointed, dude. Being disappointed, because I feel like at that point it wasn't at the same caliber as the first one. So after that, I just stopped paying attention. This world is too soft. Yeah, dude. Then that's the main reason. That's the main reason. Marvel will keep it that way, because it just sucks, dude. It just sucks. I just want to say Blade needs more attention. He's Marvel. Yeah, man. Those movies were always, like I said, I've never seen them, but they're not like up there with the other heroes, And I think that, like I said, I think they're doing a remake right now. That'll be so raw to see them in a horror movie. Yeah, dude. I know. Well, we already got a rated R Joker film, which I thought was great. The Joaquin Phoenix movie, I thought that was great. Can't wait for the second one. I hope it's not. I know they're bringing Harley Quinn into the picture. I think Lady Gaga's playing her, but I hope that's dope. That's cool, but I hope they don't water it down. Because you guys know, once you got a sequel going, they make it more fun, more cheesy. But I'm still in for it, man. Like I said, since I was a fan of the first Joker, I'm excited for the second one. But yeah, like I said, Batman villains, Spider-Man villains, to me are like, they're the ones. If you're gonna do a horror movie with any characters, I think that, you know what I mean. So yeah, that as a kid, man, that was my dream movie. The movie with Carnage and Venom. Yeah, dude, I was disappointed. Hulk from the comics is a lot more brutal and much darker. Infinity, I've heard the same thing. I've never read the comics. I have no knowledge of the comics, but I've heard that. I definitely have heard that. And yeah, and that's how Hulk was originally introduced to the world. Not this nerd Hulk, you know, smart Hulk or whatever the hell they call him. It's stupid. I'm hoping Disney don't make Daredevil less serious in this upcoming show. Yeah, man. The first Daredevil, early 2000s, I heard like that was one of the worst superhero movies of all time. But yeah, man, and I think they started watering down the whole superhero movies once Disney got into the picture. Like I said, they wanted to make it more soft, more watered down, for kids. Oh, definitely, Brandon, dude. I would have loved to see SP4, man, definitely, because Vulture was confirmed, and I think who else was confirmed? I think they were gonna have Black Cat, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, dude, I would have loved to seen that. I think that would have been the one. And I know the third one. Honestly, I still don't get to this day why people think Spider-Man 3 is trash. I could say it's not in the same caliber as the first two, but it's not as awful as people say it is, man. Like that was the first movie I ever saw in a theater, so it's always been in a special place in my heart. And yeah, man, I never understood it. My least favorite thing about Spider-Man 3 is Venom. Don't get me wrong, it was dope seeing Venom. It's still great seeing Venom, even when I rewatched that movie. But I think the mistake they did is add him in the last 10 minutes. That was the mistake they did right there. It was just too rushed. They try to put too much in. And obviously, that was Sony. Sam Raimi did not intend for Venom to be in that movie. It was actually Sony. They made him throw Venom there last minute. Sucks. Brandon, I think I know which one you're talking about. The 90s Spider-Man cartoon. I saw a few. I know there was. I don't know if they go by seasons. I grew up watching, I think the first season was like the Goblin season, I think. And then the second season was like the Doc Ock. And then the third one was Venom, right? Is it those? With the iconic opening credits? With Yeah, I think I remember those, man. Yeah, I seen a few of those growing up. Yeah, man, a lot of nostalgic. I don't watch a lot of new Marvel movies that much because a lot of them are kind of crap. Yeah, man. Like I said, I think they went downhill. If you ask me, haven't seen none, but from what I heard, yeah, definitely. Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, yeah, they even had a X-Men series. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest X-Men kid, but yeah, man, I heard a lot of that. Even the animated series from back in the days were like a lot better, you know, especially to a lot of people who grew up in that time. A lot of nostalgic. Indeed, they got so many shadow band superheroes that they can revive. Yeah, dude, most definitely. Yeah, especially because the comics has a lot of. It's had a lot of potential. It's had a lot of potential. Um, and I think that's why a lot of people grab a lot of these great ideas. Like there's still, I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of great comic storylines out there that are like freaking dope that people probably still haven't made a movie about it. So yeah, man, I think they should definitely do more of the serious storylines. For like the real fans, the real, you know, like I said, make a rated R. Have your PG-13 movies over here, your Disney movies or whatever, and have your like rated R films. For example, Joker's in that caliber. Um, they could do more. They could do more. I remember even with Venom, man. Venom should have been over here with the rated R. I remember hearing Venom was gonna be rated R at one point. You know, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Honestly, I'm nervous of Joker 2 since it's a musical. Really, Chippy. I did not know that, dude. Yeah, now the expectations kind of go downhill. You know, musical is like one of those movies that literally throughout it's like a big ass music video, right? That's what people consider musical movies or what? But I could see it. I could see it, man. I could see it. Especially if you have Lady Gaga and Harley Quinn in the mix. That sucks, dude. But hey, that makes me even nervous about it too. Like I said, I like the first one. I was looking forward to the second one. See what they're gonna do. I'm expecting for them to do like a dark ass version of Harley Quinn, like this crazy bitch or some shit. I know her character. It was good. I've never seen the Suicide Squad movie. When we first had our first introduction to Harley Quinn, but hey, she was bad. She was good looking, and so I can't really tell you. I know that movie was a little bit more like wasn't as serious, more of a fun movie. But I hope this Harley Quinn, man, is more like badass, more darker, DC is not afraid to make rated R content. Yeah, man. I noticed DC, they're a little bit more they've been going a little bit more at it, than Marvel. I mean, take a look at I've honestly, guys, I've never seen no DC movies, probably the early Superman movies and the Dark Knight movies, you know. But other than that, yeah, I never saw Batman versus Superman and all that, I don't really like Avengers Endgame that much. To me, it's overrated. Yeah, dude, I'm not sure if it's that same movie, but a few years ago, I guess one of them came out, and dude, the hype was freaking big, dude. Like even in school, everywhere, it was everywhere. Overrated. Overrated. A lot of that stuff is overrated, if you ask me. Same thing with Star Wars. Yeah, dude. Very true. I mean, sheesh. If you compare the shit they're coming out with now to the early Star Wars movies, oh hell no, hell no. Star Wars, for real. Personally, I feel like a lot of the content is bombing in theaters because of the oversaturation. Used to be plus much less common. I see, Brandon. Yeah, like every damn fucking year we have a new movie, and I think that's what kind of had people like tired of them. Like okay, I feel like the audience was like, what's the freaking point of these movies? And I even seen a lot of like the modern movies, like they kind of overdo it with the CGI, man. And I think that's what really turns off the audience. I think the audience got to a point like yeah, it's just another like what I feel like now when another Marvel movie comes out, people are like, fuck, it's just another Marvel movie, another shit show of CGI and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and you're right. Back then it wasn't like every damn year. You know what I mean? It was like every few years, like you said. And yeah, I agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you. All Spider-Man movies are good. Yeah, porn star. Even yeah, like I don't think they're terrible. I haven't seen the Tom Holland ones. I only saw the first Tom Holland one. I haven't seen the last two. Even that one I thought was decent. There was other things in theaters, thrillers, horror, courtroom drama, romance, suspense, action, comedy. Not only superhero comic book adaptations. Yeah, man, that's very true. That's very true. Yeah, like now, you could say now it feels more like more superhero movies are coming out than others. Like I said, back in the days, and obviously back in the days they didn't have, these are expensive movies, so you could say back in the days they didn't really have the technology, you know. But hey, take a look at the original Batman. That was at a time where I thought it was done good. But yeah, man, that's pretty dope. It's crazy. It's crazy what we have come to. 90s. Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that. Yup, the Spider-Man one. The music in the 90s X-Men animated series is honestly of all late afternoon Saturday morning content, up there with the Transformers Gen 1 music. Yeah, man. Like I said, a lot of, especially the Spider-Man, to me is the Spider-Man one because that's the one I obviously saw most as a kid. Yeah, dude, it was like a great feeling back then. And I would love to, I would love to rewatch a lot of those. Especially to see like how they hold up. I know a lot of people like to go back and rewatch it. Kind of just to see how they hold up and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, I agree, man. I think the music, the theme music, always added to the excitement, to the like, yeah, man, great stuff, great stuff. I feel like comedy movies are going to die soon. Yeah, man, I've never been the biggest comedy fan. Obviously, we got our classics, our go-tos. But yeah, dude, and it's not like I've seen enough. It's not like I've seen enough comedy movies where I can say, oh yeah, the series has gone downhill. But there's just not a lot of standouts, to me. I think the last one I recall that I even bothered to go see, I think was like Dumb and Dumber, the second one, I think. Yeah, man. Uh, yeah, it's like, it's very true, that it's just not really, it's not as great, as it was at one point. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. I love 90s, early 2000s superhero animated series. Yeah, man. Like I said, I saw very few in the 2000s. I saw very few of the animated series, the Spider-Man one, and I loved it. I loved how in the opening credits or whatever, I like how you see different episodes, different villains, and that always got me excited, man, to see, oh shit, let's see where are we going to now. Dope days, man. Awesome days. Never going to forget Wayne's brothers on creating funny movies. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I think that's those are great comedy movies. I mean, the scary movies. The Some of the sequels are garbage, but some of them were like so garbage that it's pretty damn funny. But yeah, man. The Haunted House, the first one. I think the second one I saw as well. Um, but yeah, dude, great stuff, man. The Wayne's brothers, I think they're one of my favorites. When it comes to these comedy movies. It's kind of hard to make comedy at this time of age with all the drama, with all the sensitivity that people have these days. People are like so sensitive these days. Like, yeah, it has to, everything has to be watered down. So that's why I feel comedy movies don't really work as much because you know once you like, people, I feel people take too much shit too sensitive these days. So for them to the good comedy movies, like back in the days, it was funny because it wasn't like people didn't take it the wrong way. Now any little thing, people take it the wrong way. Even with older films, I seen, like, you could say, like, in horror movies, there's some scenes, that don't really hold up today. Like you see some weird shit. Like I've kind of caught myself in this too. I don't know if you guys have, but I'm watching a movie, right, like a classic or whatever, an old movie, and they do like something, like some weird shit or something. I'm like, oh, if they do this scene or this whatever happened in the movie, if they do this in like a new movie, they would cancel it. They would, it wouldn't be, they wouldn't be, it wouldn't be accepted, without critics. Bashing it or whatever. Like, yeah, it wasn't like it was back then, man, when it was more about the sport of it, more about the fun of it, people being into what happened to entertainment, like all of this is entertainment, like it's like nowadays people can't really get entertained like that, without some, sugar coating or any of that, like it sucks, man. We have come, especially when it comes to movies, we have come to shit. We have come to shit. Honestly, dude, like it sucks, man. I wish, I just wish I was still in the 2000s at least, I got some early dinner brewing out here, but hey, Michael, it was fun having a great evening. Much respect to you too, man. Brandon loves the movies. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys, man, coming to hang out with me. Hope you have a great rest of your day, man. Definitely appreciate chopping it up with you, man. It's always great, like always. But yeah, man, no problem. Catch you on the next one. Scary Movie 1 and 3, the best ones. Yeah, dude, if you ask me. Yeah, because 3, obviously, to me, the best one is the first one, but 2 and 3 were like, they're still memorable, like they're shitty films, like they're bad films, but obviously not as bad as the fourth and fifth one, dude. Like, yeah, really. Yeah, and if you ask me, a scary movie, I don't think I know. I've seen Merlin Wayne's. I think he said something in an interview that he was like trying to revive the scary movie series, but like I said, like we've talked about it, it'll be dope. It'll be we've talked like we talked about it on here. It'll be dope to see like a new scary movie, but obviously it wouldn't have that same effect as the other ones did, because of the time we're in, the time we're living in, so yeah, man, definitely agree. Yeah, the first one's great. I love it. It's a stupid cheesy movie, but I love it, Little Man was also funny also. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. I think I remember that one too. Softness, yeah, dude. I don't know if you guys remember, uh one of the movies that stand like is it even comedy? Yeah, I think it's a comedy movie. I don't even remember the damn title, man. But one of the early comedy movies I remember watching as a kid was that movie of that little kid who gets lost. He doesn't get lost. He gets stolen by these three thieves or whatever, these three guys. And then they're literally chasing this damn baby throughout the whole city. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then he ends up like in a zoo or something. I know a lot of people consider it like a bad movie from what I remember, but like I said, since it was one of my early films, like I just thought of that movie like right now that we're talking about it. It just came to my mind. Like, yeah, I literally forgot about that movie. I forgot what's it called. I don't really recall, but maybe you guys could ring a bell. But it's about like a baby, right? He gets stolen by these three guys. One of the guys is the actor. He's in Criminal Minds, the show. I don't know if you guys watch Criminal Minds. One of those guys in that movie, he's in Criminal Minds. Like I don't recall the movie. I really don't. remember the name of the movie, but yeah, the movie. And then by the end, yeah, I think it was by the end of the movie, the freaking baby, like it's kind of stupid, you know. It's kind of a dumb movie. Like obviously, it's all for shits and giggles. Obviously, a freaking baby won't last out by himself the whole damn day. By the end of the movie, he like ends up in like a construction site. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe refresh my memory a little more, but yeah, that's like my very first comedy movie. You know, I seen as a kid. You know, because as a kid they had like the DVD. My phone died. Excuse me. But yeah, hope you guys are still here. I want to apologize. My phone died. I literally got the notification, 10%. But dude, we were so into the conversation. Good day. I mean, good talk, man. Good conversation. So we were talking about what, superhero movies, comedy movies. I don't know if you guys are still here. Onto the body. Yeah, that's true, dude. Yeah. When you're little, when you're a little innocent kid, you know, fresh eyes with a fresh brain to a movie, it's like the best shit ever. It's like, how the hell do they do that, you know? Of course, once you get older, once you you know, have knowledge of CGI and all this, it's like, okay, you know. Toby Hooper was supposed to direct a Spider-Man horror movie in the 80s where Peter Parker turned into a spider, but Stanley hated the idea. Yeah, I've heard that, man. I heard Toby Hooper, James Cameron, they were gonna do early 90s Spider-Man movie, which obviously would have been darker. That would have been dope, man. Like I said, I feel Batman and Spider-Man are like they're like the ones that could work more as a horror movie, you know. It would be awesome to see the cast all together, but not the same feeling. That's true, man. That's true. It's like kind of the same thing with the Halloween movies, you know. And a lot of these movies, direct sequels, they're doing. Uh, uh, uh you know, it's dope seeing the OG characters, the OG legacy, uh, characters returning. But at the same time, sometimes it's not the same. You know, it's not the same as when they first did it. You know what I mean? When the first Star Wars movie came out, the news reporters used the term retarded children on. If they was to do that nowadays, they'll get canceled. Yeah, man, exactly. Little phrases like that, little stuff they do in scenes. And like I said, I always catch myself in this, you know, like you could say weird, you consider weird now, like in old movies, like they'll get canceled, literally. You know, it's a good topic. I'm gonna do. I've been saying I'm gonna do this for a while. But I'm like, for example, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. What do you guys think? If you guys seen Nightmare on Elm Street 2, if you guys are still tuned in, you guys know Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was, you know, it has to they went a different direction than the first one. You know, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, it has the whole, you know, gay subtext and all that, you know, and a lot of people didn't really like that movie because of all that direction they went, you know. I like Nightmare Part 2, other than all that stuff they threw in there. I like it because, like I said, it's a early Nightmare on Elm Street, like it's a nostalgic for me. But do you guys think, like I said, I will be doing a video discussing Nightmare Part 2 because to me it's an underrated sequel. But if you guys have seen Nightmare on Elm Street 2, let me know. Do you guys think that movie will work today? You know, like, of course, back then it was kind of like, that's when people hated it for that same reason, because back then it wasn't accepted, you know, that whole thing, you know. But now, obviously, you know, with the whole, it's more accepted nowadays. Like, they literally have LGBTQ characters in like almost every movie now, you know. So do you guys think Nightmare Part 2, like that similar concept, would it work in a Nightmare movie today? Let me know what you guys think, man. Like I said, I have a discussion video about that. Uh, it's crazy. Baby's Day Out. Yes, that's the movie I was referring to. Chippy, thanks a lot, man. Baby's Day Out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I remember, because this baby's whole day is being out, you know. It's stupid. It's a cheesy idea, but like I said, it's It's like my early comedy movie. I remember that movie. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Is the stream tripping? Yeah. So I know the live stream paused. I hope you guys are still able to. But yeah, my phone actually died, so I want to apologize, man. I know we were having a good conversation. My phone died. I put it to charge right now. Definitely want to apologize, man. I mean, yeah, man. I had a dope time. We were talking about, we made the whole transition to superhero movies and all this. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But yeah. Right now, when my phone turned back on, I was gonna. I like went back on YouTube and it said if I want to continue the live stream. So yeah, it's still the same live stream. But I mean, yeah, guys. I mean, I think that's gonna be about it. I had enough time on here. Been on here for the past hour or so. But yeah, man. Thanks to all of you guys who tuned in tonight or today. Had a great conversation, man. Like always, shout out to you guys, Chippy, Pornstar JR, Brandon Loves the Movies, Infinity Dragon. Shout out to all of you guys, man. I always appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, chopping it up, talking movies, talking horror, talking all this great stuff. But yeah, man, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties. Hope you guys check this out after the live stream. Hope you guys let me know what you guys think about the live streams, man, in the comments down below. For you guys who watch, these videos after the live stream, if you guys do, But yeah, man, had a great time today. Successful live stream day, like always. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Definitely will make it up for you guys in the next one. Because yeah, I was just cut off by the freaking phone. My phone died. And yeah, like I said, we were so deep in the conversation, man. I forgot to plug in the damn phone because yes, I did get the low battery, 10%. Charge your freaking phone. But we were so deep, dude, I forgot. But Infinity Dragon, do you like Nirvana? I love Nirvana, man. Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain, man. That first album. Is it their first album? The one with what's it called? The one with the baby, their most iconic. Nevermind. That's some good shit. Even the one they did after that, the one with In Utrios or something like that. Great music, man. Yeah, I love Nirvana. You guys know I'm a big rock fan. And yeah, that's one of my favorite. I kind of got it. I know Nirvana, you could say, or at least in our age, or I wouldn't say age, but a lot of kind of people consider Nirvana like the face of rock, like you could say the more mainstream rock. You could say that everyone knows about. But as a matter of fact, I got into Nirvana really late, man. It's not like I grew up bumping them. Like I grew up with other rock, like Stained, Slipknot, all that good shit. But Nirvana, I never got into it until later on in life, until I was like a teenager already. So it's not like I was a kid bumping Nirvana. That came on later, man, in like my late teens or whatever. But yeah, I love Nirvana, man, and I wish I was introduced to it a lot more earlier. But yeah, honestly, I always thought Nirvana was a little bit more, and like I said, yeah, they're more mainstream than your even now, even years after. I know Kurt Cobain, rest in peace, passed away. Even now, man, they're still. That's when That's when artists stand the test of time. Just like movies, people still bumping them. You still see the Nirvana T-shirts everywhere. That's when you made an impact, man. And like I said, they're kind of like the poster boys, for rock. Like I feel like the ordinary person who like they think of rock, I feel like they think of Nirvana. But like I said, I love it though. I love it. Definitely great music, man. Nevermind album, classic stuff. Have a good night. Likewise, man. I'm about to dip out of here. Appreciate the question, the last minute question. Great question. Nirvana, the greats. But yeah, man, shout out to all of you guys, man, who tuned in. Like I said, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but definitely will make it up to you guys. We definitely will make it up in the next few days. So stay tuned for the next live stream. Hope you guys have a good night, a great rest of your day. It's the Michael Myers signing out.